Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Steph, and today we are going to be, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some really cute and really fun holiday hairstyles for when you have dirty hair. Now, not everybody is going to be in the situation where they have like back-to-back events, but I definitely know for those of you who work corporate jobs especially, there is a lot going on, and sometimes you just don't necessarily get home early enough or want to wake up super early to wash your hair, but you still have some holiday and festive things going on. So I wanted to share with you guys some very cute hairstyles for when your hair is needing a little cleansing situation. So if you guys want to see these hairstyles, keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to start by really quickly curling my hair into like more kind of bouncy ringlets, and the sectioning kind of matters, but it doesn't really. But I'm just going to do this really quick, and we're going to just work through it. And I'm not doing my normal waves. I'm going back to kind of a more like traditional curly, like actual like ringlet-y sort of look. And the key to this is going to be a more, like you want like a more bouncy kind of bottom situation. I have long nails right now, which is how I'm like touching the barrel. But if you don't have, you can use like a like a glove that protects your heat, or you're just used to it, anything. I'm gonna quickly do this, and then I'm gonna finish this up. And really the key is I'm kind of treating this like how my hair would be technically if I were like, if my hair was done usually, like typically. I got my hair professionally done a couple days ago because I got my hair like cut and colored. If you guys don't know, this is not my natural hair color, unfortunately. It is close to my natural hair color. It's a little bit warmer because the dye is always going to pull a little bit warmer than my natural hair is. But this is as close to my natural hair color as my colorist can get it right now. But I have grays and she's just dyeing it. But I loved my natural hair color. It was like a beautiful, like dark brown, like truly like a neutral toned brown with like the ability to pull like a little bit caramelly. And like even in its darkness, it had like a bit like, you know, oh, guys, I miss it so much. I like loved being blonde, but I think I really like, I don't know, my natural hair color is just so nice. But this is nice too on me. Like I like the warm tones, but I just like, I love my natural hair color. I really hope one of my kids has my natural hair color. My boyfriend's hair is a little bit darker than mine, and a little bit more like even like it's cool toned, like dark brown. So I don't know. And none of his sisters, actually one of his sisters has like a similar hair color to me, so like maybe we'll look at it. I'm just slowly feeding the hair in. And I have like fresh curtain bangs in. It's gonna be a thing. Okay. Here we go. brush out my curls so they're just like easier to work with, especially these like front pieces that I've done separately. Okay, so the first one is to just take a small section of hair and pull it back into your bow. Now these are kind of tiny, so they're not going to take like too much hair, so you want to be careful to make sure that the pieces are thin enough. Okay, the second one, again, we're gonna go, this is for a little bit more clean hair days, but you know how there are days where it's like, it's borderline? This is like a, for the it's borderline sort of days. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna section, I've like kind of kept my front pieces a little like separate just for this purpose. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pick out a little bit from the front and I'm gonna slick it back or smooth it back. I'm gonna make two little ponytails coming out of the top of my head. And you want to try and keep these pieces even, but because of like, I don't like, it's kind of easy to hide if it's not like super even. So don't worry too much about it, but just for like symmetry on the top of your head, just want to make sure that like where you're tying them off and stuff sort of lines up, just in case anybody's taller than you and is looking down on the top of your head, you know? Okay, here we go. So I've left my pieces out. You can also pull them back, but for me, I like a little bang situation. All right, now we get into options. The first option I'm gonna do is just these ties from, where do you call it? I'm losing it. From Anthropology. I have really dark hair, so for the sake of contrast, I'm gonna use these cream colored ones here at the bottom. We're gonna pull them out. And I'm gonna do round one with these and then round two with like basic ribbons, I think. Okay, so the key with these, from what I have figured out thus far, is to and the difficulty is to try and keep the pearl centered and not covered. So do that. Like so. I actually think this style is a little bit easier if you have somebody else doing your hair for you, so that your bows can be facing like away from your face. Maybe I should try and do that on this one. Retie it. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, here we go. They could definitely look a little better, but jump this behind. Here we go. All right, so we have two bows. You have the little pearls in, very cute. And I'm gonna just quickly show you guys a variation on this that you can do as well. leaving my hair this way, we're going to just take, this is some just plain ribbon, so all I'm gonna do is cut a couple pieces. You want the, well, the pieces don't really have to be like super even, but oh, I'm using white because it is so much easier to see on my hair. But all I'm doing is just gonna tie again. I kind of feel like this is so much easier doing it on someone else, but they're definitely feasible to do by yourself. I think it's just like braids and stuff where you gotta practice. You can buy pre-made little clips as well. Oh shoot. You can buy pre-made bows as well, but this is definitely a more economical option because you get a whole roll of ribbon for a very similar price. Alright, we got a bow. 2 bows. Now I'm gonna just move down and find where my hair is kind of creating a natural bend. And I'm gonna put in another bow. I definitely see why people use, okay, learn from my mistakes and use longer ribbon because you can always cut. Okay, I'm gonna learn from my mistake. It's easier to manipulate a longer ribbon for sure. Okay, and now I am just gonna carefully snip to the end. Alright, same thing, find where the hair is kind of bunching up. You just want to make sure that all your bows kind of line up like this. And my hair's kind of, I don't know why it's not lying this. Just want to play around with everything until it looks the way you want it to. Okay, we're now gonna go into actual dirty hair day. So let's start like real dirty hair day. I'm gonna start by creating a slicked back, half up, half down. And how I like to go about this is I'm gonna spray a little bit of leave-in conditioner around my head first. I have very thick hair, especially at kind of the base, like right at the root. It's really thick before I have layers. So for this to work easily on me, it's best for me to like have like really greased hair, and it just makes it easier to work with. It makes it easier to like lay flat and stuff. So I like to add that in. I do, as you can kind of tell from the first couple of clips, I have like longer curtain bangs again. I'm just pulling. There we go. Like so. I'm doing a center part because I like how it looks. And then I want to make sure that nothing's catching underneath. underneath. Everything's staying smooth. Here we go. Okay. Oh, you're a little off center. I'm gonna just tug. Make sure we're centered. Okay, sorry guys, I've had to close the blinds because it's so bright outside, but hopefully the coloring is okay. So the first thing we're going with is the classic facing forward bow. This works really well. Let's use a light color. This works really, really well with like the fat bows as well. All we're gonna do, half up, half down, and you're gonna wanna shove your bow. There we go. Okay, so forward bow. Like I said, it does, I feel like it really works best with the flat, like a bigger, flatter bow, but looks a little bit like I have an antenna, but this is just to show you guys. You can also flip it around if you want, but going like this. I wish I had the right bow for this here, but I do not. Okay. Okay, another easy classic is to just pop your bow and then have it sit sideways. Okay, we're also gonna do just another classic easy, and that's the big bow. I'm gonna flip around and show you guys this from the back because this has got to sit kind of in the right spot. Okay, big bow. I love this. This, especially if your hair is like, my hair today is not really holding the spirals, but it's so cute. It's very Ariana Grande, but you know, this is, you are the present vibes. Okay, we've reset for a second because it is a little difficult. Okay, so we're gonna now I'm gonna just quickly show you guys another variation on this half up, half down look. I'm gonna split the hair. Now I have like pretty fresh layers right now, so I'm really hoping that I don't have little layer pieces kind of shooting all over everywhere, but I think that's gonna be wishful thinking. The first thing I'm starting with is creating, depending on how much time you have, how much you want to put into this, I'm just going to create 2 little braids by splitting my top ponytail in half. You could do like more depending on how thick your hair is, or like if you already have braids in your hair, then this is like already kind of done for you, and I'm jelly of that. All I'm doing is kind of braiding down to where the curly bits, like the ends of my hair, are still out, so it's like still kind of curly. Okay, so I have 2 braids in my hair. I could have done a 3rd, I think. My hair is, the top sections are definitely a bit thick. I'll show you from behind. All right, and what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna pop, I wanna use some pink pink braids. Some pink. So I'm gonna take a longer piece like this. And if you want it extra secure, you can always like pick up the end of the elastic and pop your stuff through like so. And then you can wrap it around, or you can just okay. My bows are not looking cute. I need to leave myself more room to play with. I think it's also probably easier with thicker ribbons. I just chose thin ribbons because I am a masochist, maybe. I don't know, I saw on Amazon, they're like 1/8 of an inch, and I really should have looked at measuring and gone, okay, 1/8 of an inch. You can also, I mean, like if you're kind of like me and struggling a little bit, I'll show you a trick. I probably should have used for this, but I didn't. Okay, like so. We have our little bows. Now to secure the top bow, I am going to try this way, which I think might actually be easier if you're like me and kind of struggling. So I'm gonna take my elastic and my piece of ribbon, and we're first going to make the bow on the ribbon. Now this is if you don't want to like wrap the bow around, but I think this is gonna be a little easier for me while I'm getting some practice with this. It's also kind of difficult because unlike with having your like shoelaces or something where your bow is anchored onto something, it just like, okay, here we go. So I have my bow, and all you want to do is put the bow the way you want to face it. And just pop it like so. Haha! Okay, yeah, that was so much easier for me. It obviously doesn't like wrap around, but it was so much easier than this little guy. Let's try this. Okay, I've pulled out the elastic because I just feel like this one needs some assistance. Get down to the end, and my bow is at the front here, so all I want to do is just make sure that I'm keeping the elastic in place and that my bow is at the front. Oh, much easier. Okay, that is that. Cute. Okay, here we go, last one. What you guys are gonna want to start with doing is pulling your hair back into a slicked back pony. You can always use like gel or anything. I was just gonna pull this back. Okay. Whew. Okay. Let's keep everything So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place a white little bow at the top here. Okay. Like so. Now I'm going to pop in a pink bow. Okay, then you're going to slide this down a little bit, split. Like so. So you're going to split it. And then I'm going to take the red one. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to turn so you guys can hopefully see this. Okay, so those are all of the hairstyles I have to share with you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.